Here we are, Daughters of Ash with me, Ben. Back in the archives. We're doing it. We're getting through. We're being methodical. We're gonna make sure we kill every single enemy in this, in Seath's whole house. Seath's house is gonna be empty by the time I'm through with this place. It's important to me to get the full run through. And it's scary being down at 9 Estus, because you know what that means. If we use any more, we're going out to 5 until we can, get, this guy makes his way over around the left. Ah. And welcome to the video. If we're good down to 5 Estus, then that means that we only have that many for the rest of the game. For the rest of our lifespan here. Until we kindle this bonfire, that is. Check out, the wife and I got some new wedding rings. My last wedding ring broke. We got wooden rings, possibly inspired by the Dark Souls dark wood grain ring. We had wooden rings and mine broke, but now we got these cool metal. Is that gonna focus with like a glowing interior, so it does glow. Just needs sunlight to charge it up, which is gonna be a quest in its own right. It's fun that rings resemble like bonds to things, sort of commitments that you make. They're things that last forever until they break. And it's like, are we even married anymore? My ring broke. My wedding ring broke. Are we even married anymore? It's kind of funny. Then this one has this factor of like, you have to go out to charge it up, which is something that my wife and I have been talking about recently, because due to my nature as a freelance work from home husband, I no longer am necessarily leaving the house all the time. Most days don't leave the house at all. What? Okay, so backstabbing isn't in the game anymore. Last video, like, literally, I was, like, just attacking these guys. I wasn't even trying to backstab them. Just from, like, straight on, and it would just do the backstab animation. They've now, like, regrouped, decided to take it really in the opposite direction, and now no backstabbing works ever, no matter how close you are. Excuse me. Down at 7 Estus. You know, I'm sure some people normally play with just 5 Estus all the time. I'm sure I played a lot of Dark Souls 1 like that. I remember I didn't kindle too much. I only kindled a select few bonfires. It's kind of funny. But, in this file, man, I've been just burning through humanity. Oh my gosh. It's so ridiculous, this, like, the projectile spam with the poise guys who kill you in one hit, who take 1,000 hits to kill.
They're like all these small enemies, but they have like so much attack and defense. It's ridiculous. Some of their attack animations are really unpredictable too, because they have that like long overhead swing, and they have the normally timed slashes, but then they have this super fast attack that can't be parried. That's like their shield bash, and that you saw that just did like my entire health bar. That attack has like no tail. I wish I could backstab. Thank you. What? Where's my backstab? Like, what is that? How's that not work? That's the perfect backstab. That's the ideal positioning. Scary, but we got through it. Clear out this room. This room is methodical. I like this room. There's just a way to do it, you know? There's a path. You got time limits, you got splits. Yeah, just because there's a path doesn't mean it's not fun. It's a game. This room is a game in itself. It's a little arcade game. You do one enemy, you do it right, you get to kill it before the next one shows up. You do this part right, you get to, not how I would have wanted that to go, ideally, but... Where's my backstab? Thank you. Like, I try to give the game some... It's like... Once you learn to play Dark Souls, you learn to... oh, I don't have to mash dodge all the time. It's like, oh, I know how long these iframes are. I can just press dodge once right at the end of them. How do I know? Because I'm holding my movement so that when the backstab ends, I'll see my character move like that, and I'll be able to dodge. And I know when it is, so I'm just waiting for the exact moment. And then you never leave the backstab animation, and an arrow hits you. And it's like, well, my character never moved, so I didn't have a chance to dodge, but my iframes apparently ended early. So that's good. So I just died for no reason. I do like that you can just parry from a block position. Should teach myself to do that again. I thought you had to be blocking to parry the first time I played the game. Because the way I hold the controller is like this, so it's easy for me to always just have the block up and do the parry from there. And then in one of the games you couldn't block and parry at the same time, and I was like, what? But in the first one you had to, and then one of my friends was like, what are you talking about? You never had to do block and parry at the same time. It would probably behoove me to learn the exact number of hits that guy takes. So I think I could go harder on him. Seems like he's not taking very much punishment. Was it 4 hits? Nope. I deserve that. I hate these enemies and this area. You can probably tell that I'm not having a good time, 'cause I haven't left the very first room for 2 videos. It's been 2 videos doing this room over and over again. Killing these enemies, these annoying enemies. This is all I am allowed to do anymore in this dang game, this stupid game. I hate Dark Souls, Daughters of Ash. We've gotten to hate songs. We're on the hate musical stage of the playthrough now. Hate musical must be one of the most okay. A hate musical must be one of the most aggressively, like, rage, like, wrathful things you can concoct, right? Because a musical, like, music is naturally a very nice, like, loving format. Yeah, just 4 hits. Just 4 hits on that guy. I think music has a natural tendency to be, like, positive. Maybe that's not true. I mean, obviously there is a lot of negative music, and not only negative music, but also what's the word I'm looking for? Neutral. Like, not just music that's not positive. It's obviously very common. Okay, I love that. It just becomes impossible at this stage. I'm incapable of fighting 2 of these guys at once. It was easy when I was able to backstab, but now that the game doesn't include backstabbing anymore, I forgot to mention the mod was updated in between this video and the last video. No longer includes backstabs in the game, so that's what was happening right there. Anyway, it's interesting to have, like, because any of these rings, like the wooden ring, you kind of had to take care of it, which I didn't like super well, but we weren't planning on those being our rings forever. We were planning on getting metal ones or something else. We found ones that we really liked. Then mine just broke, so we had to get new ones. But like a lot of rings, I feel like, at least symbolically somehow in this past stage of my life, I've all had things attached to them, like oh, the wooden ring, you have to, like, take care of it, just like you have to kind of take care of a marriage. It kind of represents the marriage in a way. It's like, oh, you know, you can't wash your hands with it on, you have to keep it dry, you have to I mean, it was recommended to put, like, waxes on it, but we were never going to do that. You have to take care of it, and I kind of didn't, which I don't know if that says, I don't think it says anything about my marriage. If anything, I was so focused on the marriage itself that I was neglecting the ring. Oh, ouch. Okay, that's gonna be it. But now this ring has the sunlight thing, which is a quest in itself. Can I keep the ring lit? Right? It's like an old quest, an old task from an old wizard. Keep the ring lit. You must venture outdoors every day to keep the ring lit, which would honestly probably be good for me. I'm getting to the point where I think I would maybe have like a vitamin D deficiency, because I'm exposing myself to sunlight so infrequently. But I retain color on my skin pretty well, and I don't know if that has any connection to vitamin D absorption. Oh my gosh, I hate that attack. Please just let me parry you. Thank you. Oh, good. A perfect parry. And no backstabs exist in the game anymore, as you can see. What the heck, dude? Oh my gosh! This is the worst! I hate this! I'm like legitimately raging on camera right now. The worst part is, it's pretty much the room from the original game. This is like not changed. I guess normally I have a better weapon, because normally I would kill these guys in one backstab, and I would only have to just slash at them like 3 or 4 times to kill them. Which is a standard enemy strength for when you're entering a new area. And I'd say I'm at least the typical level that I would be. I've been pretty good about leveling up in this file. Oh, you can backstab again. They put it back in the mod. How gracious. Maybe that's how we just have to deal with it. I don't know. Seems like too ripe for failure to me. Hilariously, because the method I have been using has failed like 90% of the time. And literally anything hits me, I have to use one of my 5 Estus. There's no way we're getting far without kindling. I feel ashamed of that. But at the same time, it's like, we are doing the area in a very thorough way. You know, we're killing every enemy. Maybe that's just a playstyle that demands a greater level of kindling. Thank you. Jeez. Finally, we beat these enemies. Oh my gosh, that was annoying. That frantic parry, just in the wrong direction. How did that work? Alright, this is the farthest we've been. Feels like it's about time for an enemy to just like, my attack just misses inexplicably despite directly hitting them, and then they kill me in one hit. It's about that time, isn't it? Alright, with that though. Really? That's how they're gonna do me? When a man is driven to such extremes of tortured anguish, there is but one method for him to gain respite yet again. Not how I wanted to do that. That was ugly. Alright. I'm gonna go back down and explore the other side. I don't know, I'm just... I want to go to this side. And there's also a chest on the other side, right? On the side I originally went to. So let's see where the enemies are at, if they've reset at all. Maybe we'll get a chance to tackle this area from another direction and actually experience some of the things we want to do. Ah, that enemy went down onto the ground floor, the Grass Crest Shield enemy. So we're not going to be able to fight them up here. But that might give us a chance to clear out some of the mobs up here, then kite them up and fight them one-on-one, which would be nice. Where is the Grass Crest Shield enemy? Crystal Greatsword. Egg Vermifuge. $2,000. That must have been the must have been the one enemy I've been talking about. How did they die? Weird. Luckily, I found kind of a life hack to keep the ring lit. That the windowsill right next to my room gets like a lot of sunlight through it, so I can just leave the ring there. Oh, that's right. My ring that preserves souls on death, I broke by accident. That was fun. Well, I'm not sure if you actually lose your souls here. So, maybe it won't be that bad, right? Love infinite HP. See how it just goes back up when I hit? See the little amount? Okay. Here we go. Oh, I died? No way. Dang, I thought I had him there. I thought I was dealing good damage. I don't remember it being this, like, frozen here. Key? No? No key? Okay. Maybe this guy had a key. Do you have a key? No, none of you has a key. Oh, it's open now. Thank you for the key. Oh. Oh no, no, not these guys. Not the experiments. It's Havel. But I have the cell key. I want to let him out. Maybe he'll give me his ring. It's like a little, it's got an enemy from every area. It's like, oh, skeletons. Remember the area with the skeletons? Oh, it really does have an enemy from every area. So, like, that's kind of cool. So it's like Seath's, like, collecting specimens and life forms from, like, all the different areas in the game. It's like the little bugs from Izalith. We got this citizen of Ulasil. You got the skeleton from the Tomb of the Giants. Oh, I do not like how they're moving. Let's come here. Totally forgot you could backstab these guys. Same lore on those two, presumably.
Such a storehouse. The thought offends me so. I could, as a student of the art.
What the heck? Where'd you come from? should change. I love platforming in this game. What are you talking about? I love this. This is my favorite part of the game. Okay, okay. Oh, that was close. That was a close one. So if you sprint around on that, you can get onto the little top thing. Once you're on the top thing, you want to do a jump. Am I right? Am I getting closer? Leave a comment below if you know the answer. If you don't, then please don't comment and tell me what to do. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ooh. Lost cell key. We're getting him out, boys. I'm gonna go for Havel first, just in case it breaks or something. Wait, it was crystallized, wasn't it? Let's read those miracles as well. Lost cell key. Key to the cell of Havel the Rock, sworn nemesis of Seath. Seath frequently changes the cell locks in the archive tower, particularly when they contain valuable specimens, but the Supermen also lose track of the resulting plethora of keys. Well, maybe it will let Logan out too, but who knows. I mean, we can make this horrid music stop, right? Yeah, that's better. Out. It happened. It happened.